Hey guys, Mark here. I hope you're all well. Got a review for you today on a really nice little bike actually. It's a Honda CB500X. It's this very small capacity adventure bike. I mean, it's not adventure in the sense that we're like a GS is, it's more road biased. But I've been looking at these for a while actually, and I've really wanted to try them out. There's three of these bikes in the lineup actually. You've got the CB500X, which is this one. You've got the CB500F, which is like the roadster, and then you've got the CBR500. They all share the same engine. It's a parallel twin, 471 cc's, 47 bhp. So this is A2 license compliant for new riders. But I think, you know, more experienced riders would like this bike too. I mean, I've just ridden this now for about an hour, and it's absolutely brilliant. So what we're going to do, the usual sort of like, you know, little quick walk around now, ride it for 10 miles, then we'll have a little debrief about what I think about the bike. We're currently here today, south of England, county of Dorset, in the lovely Purbeck Hills. Beautiful place to ride here. You've got Bournemouth and Poole over that way. We'll go up in a minute and have a little look at that from the viewpoint. But yeah, I mean, this bike is a 2016 model. I think it came out a few years ago, 2013, 2014. The changes for 2016, you've got a much better windscreen now. The previous model was just a token gesture. You've got LED front lights now, which is very good. Nice little beak there. 120 front tyre, plenty of grip there. Dunlop Trail Max. Say parallel twin engine, lots of torque. Punchier than you would think actually. You know, don't be put off by 47 bhp. This is a really punchy little engine. It's great fun to ride and to chuck around. Just basic everything. No electronic suspension. You've got ABS, no traction control. As I say, this one's got the top box, heated grips, handguards, centre stand. It's got all the bells and whistles. So this is a 2016 model. So it's really, I suppose, aimed at sort of people that don't want to spend too much money on a bike, but they still want something to maybe go on touring on short trips, ride to work sort of bike, and that really. So I mean, without further ado, I think I'll hop on and I'll talk about every part of the bike as I'm riding, as I always do, and we'll go from there. I've got a week off at the moment, so hence the video review. Right then, so I've been on this bike already for about an hour this morning, and the seat is really comfortable. It's one of those lovely things, you know. It's like, oh, it's so plush and nice. I'm only 5'7" tall, with about a 30-inch inside leg, and I'm pretty much flat-footed on this. So shorter riders out there, I don't think you're going to have a problem with this. Don't be put off by the fact that it's an adventure bike. It's a small adventure bike. You know, it's not huge and tall like a Multistrada or a GS. It weighs in at 199 kilos wet, I believe, and it doesn't feel heavy. You know, it's very manageable, especially when you're riding. It's incredibly nice to chuck around. So very simple dash, giving you all the usual information: time, revs, fuel gauge, average miles per gallon. And yeah, the other thing with these bikes is they're supposed to be incredibly economical, at least 70 to a gallon. This one's currently showing a mind-boggling 85 to a gallon, and they're supposed to do about 300 miles on the, I think it's a 17.5 litre fuel tank. Now it's been increased a bit for this year, and you've also got a very nice little hinged fuel cap they put on, which is whatever, but because the first one you just sort of pulled it out and you could drop it, so it's all nice, all very nicely laid out. Would have been nice to have a gear indicator and outside temperature, so if you're listening, Mr. Honda, that would be nice. So let's thumb her into life. Oh, that's really nice. Parallel twin. Quite quiet. But so I wouldn't want to change the exhaust on this. I quite like it. On a bike like this, I wouldn't want to make a lot of noise. On a sports bike you do, but this sort of thing you just want to sort of potter along. Right then, let's get going. So straight off, let's talk about the engine, because that's a really nice bit of this bike. Okay, it's only got 47 horsepower, or thereabouts, but it's incredibly smooth. You know, there's virtually no vibration from it. Honda have done a fantastic job in smoothing out these engines. I mean, I had a CB500X 20 odd years ago, and it was like a bag of nails compared to this. It's so smooth, so refined. And it pulls really nicely. 3,000-4,000 revs, 5,000. I mean, look, we're approaching the legal limit now. Top gear, no fuss whatsoever. Very smooth, just over 4,000 revs. Absolutely lovely. So this has got a very flat torque curve, this engine. So, you know, even when it's at sort of 3,000, I mean, I'll drop it down to 4th gear now for you. You open the throttle wide open and it pulls. So there's 60 with no problem whatsoever. Back into top. And yeah, well, it's pottering along really, really nicely. So this screen is in the it's in the highest position, and I say I'm not a tall rider, but I've got no problems at all with this screen. So that's really nice. Mirrors are, wow, they're first class, the mirrors. You couldn't really get much better than that. They're large, clear, no vibrations whatsoever. The handlebar position, I wouldn't need to put risers on this at all, to be honest. They're raked back nicely, perfect height. I feel that my body position is upright. There's no lean at all. I'm straight up and down. Perfect bar position, and a nice width as well. The clutch is deliciously light. This whole bike, you know, it would be so perfect for new riders. The throttle is nicely weighted, the clutch is sweet, the gear change is a delight. It snicks into gear with minimum effort. It's really nice. So your clutch is smooth, nice take up on the clutch, throttle's a nice weight and smooth. The fueling is absolutely bang on. You know, you probably see my other videos. I'm very fussy about 30 mile an hour fueling, because here in the UK we have to do 30 mile an hour all the time in so many situations, and I find it really annoying if a bike is surging and hunting. But here at 30, look, it's absolutely smooth as anything. It's beautiful. So perfect fueling there in the low RPMs. Just a single disc brake on the front of this bike, which is absolutely fine. It's not mind-blowing, but okay, this bike is built to a price, and yeah, there's no problems at all with the front brake. Try the back brake out. Let's get around this corner. Oh, the back brake's really good. It's got lots of bite there. That's really nice. So full throttle. Makes a really nice little growl from its engine. But it's so chuckable. You know, it's 199 kilos wet, but it's just, you've got so much control with these bars, and it just wants to lean, and you can have so much fun with just 47 horsepower. It's great fun. So we're just on going up towards one of the high points of the Purbeck Hills here. So yeah, the seat is very, very comfortable, supportive. I would quite happily ride this bike all day. Lots of optional extras you can get for this, like the top box, heated grips, hand guards, centre stand, etc. You can get the side cases as well for it. And what else? Leg position, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. When you first get on the bike, your legs feel a little bit kind of high and back for a bike of this style, but I mean, I'm absolutely totally used to it now, but you just notice that when you first get on it. But yeah, it's just a charming little engine. It's so smooth. I mean, this whole bike reminds me a bit of my my V-Strom that I had a couple of years back. V-Strom 2015 model, I think. It's just very similar to that. You know, it's just a joy to ride. Very smooth. It's perfectly suited for this type of road, just for like bimbling along at 50. You know, the nice thing with a small engine is it's happy to go slow, whereas when you're on a fast, powerful engine, you're wanting to sort of find big open roads and open it up a bit. But this is just so happy just to cruise around, enjoying the view. It's just a lovely place to be. So this bike, price-wise, it currently here in the UK is 5799. That's the 2017 model, which I think just has a different exhaust now, and they've taken the belly pattern off, which is nice of Honda. But this bike would probably set you back with just 1,500 miles on it, about £5,000, something like that. So it's a really good value bike for someone who either wants a second bike that go to work on, light touring, or a newcomer who's quite tall, because it's a very spacious bike, you know. I mean, and it rides superbly. I mean, yeah, it's built to a price, but the suspension is so well damped and in plush over all these bumps in British roads. You know, this is like a premium feeling bike for not too much money. It's they've really knocked the nail on the head with this bike. Wish I'd ridden one sooner, to be honest. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So screen's good, riding position's lovely. So here's a really bumpy section. Yeah, I mean that's smooth as anything over those bumps. Absolutely beautiful. Brakes are good. The fuel economy, you know, you're probably going to get near on 300 miles to a tank full out of this bike, which is incredible. Really, really good. The steering feels very light. It's not a planted feeling like a BMW GS, but it's light in one hand, you know, which is not a good thing. But then on the other hand, you know, it's nice and easy to chuck around. So yeah, I mean, it's fine, absolutely fine. I wouldn't have any issues with this whatsoever. I don't know what it'd be like in high winds, but for this sort of type of work, it's absolutely lovely. And it's just the way this bike feels so nimble. I mean, I rode it through town getting out here, and it's just a joy just to weave through traffic. And yeah, it's really good, really, really good. So the engine may not be powerful, but it always responds. You know, whatever gear you're in. So I'm in third now, full throttle, 30, 40, 50. You know, that's not bad for a little engine. It's really nice scenery out here. Get up to the top in a minute. So the gearbox is really slick. It engages ever so lightly, and the clutch is a joy. Just a little tiny pull and it's in. So this is a really, if I was a new rider, I would get on with this very easily. But so you could have a really good amount of fun with this around the bends. Yeah, to be honest, I'd quite happily take this from England over into Europe and have a few days on it around France and Germany. It would be great. Right, we're just approaching up here, I think, is the viewpoint. So yeah, there's plenty of room. You can sort of stand up on the bike, move about. It's very, very nice. So there's no vibrations whatsoever. Look at that for a view. Lovely. Oh good, it goes into neutral really easily, which is always a nice thing. Yeah, into neutral, lovely. Yeah, I'm very impressed with that. It does lean over a bit on that side stand. See what it's like to push around. Oh, that's really easy. So again, if you're a new rider, you're not going to have any problems at all pushing this around. I'm only average strength, I can do that easily. So there we go, guys. Honda CB500X. I must admit, I really like that. It's a super little bike. Really good. So yeah, if you're not really after too much power, if you don't want to spend too much money in today's world of £15,000 plus motorbikes, you can't go wrong with one of these. £5,000 odd would buy you that. And it's a whole load of fun. It's really comfortable, nice big commanding riding position, very economical. So you know, if you're more interested in economy and cheapness, and you're not too bothered about hyper power, give one of these a look. It's a really, really nice bike. So anyway, thanks for watching. As always, please feel free to add comments and ask questions. Happy to answer. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe, like and share, and I will hopefully catch you again when I get round to testing another bike. Cheers guys, all the best for now. Take care, bye.